Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares about how fast you can run or how far you can run. Nobody really cares about that wet Wednesday evening run where you shave 3 seconds off your best time. And that's not meant to sound negative. Obviously you'll get support and people will be happy for you, but they're not going to be lay awake at night thinking about your next 5K and the paces that you're going to do it in. So you need to stop worrying and overthinking about what other people think about your running and your running journey. Your family and friends will take an interest, and that's only because they know you've found something you enjoy and they know it's good for your well-being. Your running buddies will appreciate the fact that you're a fellow runner. But once you realise that actually nobody really cares, nobody really is watching you, nobody's analysing your running journey, it just frees up that unnecessary pressure that you may have, especially if you're a new runner. That remember, this is your running journey. You're doing it for you, maybe for your health reasons, maybe for well-being reasons, maybe it's a personal challenge. It's you versus you. When you start running, there may be a thought in your head that all you need to do to be a runner or to be a better runner is just to run. That's not the case. Strength training is so important. So if you do it once or twice a week, that is going to be really beneficial. Before 2022, I did very limited core and strength work, and I used to get niggles, I used to get slight injuries, but once I introduced core and strength work, those niggles, those little injuries went away. It really does make an impact on your running journey if you introduce some core and strength work. So when I first started to run, just the very word run conjured ideas into my head that running was about speed. It was about running as fast as you can. All my runs were done at maximum effort. I was exhausted after every run. And you know what? It didn't work. The day after, when I tried to do a run, I was fatigued, but I thought this was normal. I enjoyed pushing myself. But train smart, not hard. But make sure you understand that every run doesn't have to be at maximum effort. Running fast on every run is just a recipe for disaster. So get that idea out of your head that running is all about speed, because it isn't. It's all about finding the balance. So do your easy runs easy and your hard runs hard. Keep it really simple. Running doesn't have to be complicated. Do one long run a week, maybe a couple of easy runs a week, and maybe a tempo or speed workout session. Don't overcomplicate things. Just relax and enjoy the process. Don't overcomplicate it. Running is a simple activity, so keep it that way. If you're a runner, you're meant to eat less to make you lean so you can run. That is not true. Running needs fueling. Food, food, food. Increase the calories. You need every ounce of energy you can to do your runs. I'm not going to tell you what to eat, but if you have a balanced diet that includes lots of protein, carbohydrate, it will put you in good stead. Fasted running, you may have heard of it, where you don't eat before you run, is proven actually not to be now the most beneficial way of doing a run. So make sure you fuel properly, both before, during and after. Fuel is power. Don't underfuel yourself and expect your body to perform when you go out and run. The risk of injury is going to be high, the risk of niggles is going to be high, the risk of fatigue is going to be high. I would say ignore those that say carbohydrates are bad. If you're a runner, you need carbohydrates, so make sure you're fueling correctly with a good amount of carbohydrates. And take your protein after a run. Protein, good for muscle recovery and repair, and it sets you up for your next run. No days off, rest and recovery is for the weak. You need to push through fatigue. No, you need rest and recovery. If you're running 6 or 7 days a week, especially as a new beginner runner, it's not going to help. You're going to become fatigued. You're not going to be able to do your runs at their optimal performance. The quality of run is not going to be great. You need to rest and recover. So make sure throughout the week you have a day or two where you do complete rest. You're a runner now, so prioritize sleep. Get yourself 7 to 8 hours sleep. Get to bed early, get up in the morning, feel refreshed, get out and do your run. It won't make you stronger, it won't make you faster, it won't allow you to run further if you skip a rest and recovery day. That is absolutely not true. You need to repair your body, repair your muscles, get yourself ready for your next run. So your next run is going to be beneficial. It's going to be a quality training session. So we live in an age where there's data coming out of everywhere, big data, analytics, and obviously our running watch can spew out lots of information for us. Paces, zones, heart rates, VO2 maxes, training loads, training statuses, which is all very well. Use them as a guide, use them as a base, but don't over obsess. You will know in your running journey what it feels like to run. So run to feel. You will know your progress. Too much data can just get in the way of the simplicity of running. Yes, use the data, especially if you're training for something. Running consistently and safely over a matter of time is the best way to run. If you don't feel like running on the day that your watch is telling you to, don't. You know your body the best. And don't forget to enjoy your runs and your running journey. So always run with a smile. Run with your running friends. Get out in the nature. It doesn't have to be all serious. It doesn't have to be about times, paces or distance or races. Just enjoy the fact that you can get out there and do your run. We are able to run. We choose to run. There are many people who can't run for many reasons. So always appreciate that. Always be mindful that you're able to run.